All right, find the values of x and y. So we want the measure of arc AE, which is x. We don't know x. Then BD, arc BD is your y, right? So as you can see, there are two theorems involved here. There are two theorems involved here. And what are the two theorems? So the first theorem is the intersecting chords theorem. And that is theorem 6, right? So theorem 6, we have measure of angle AFE is just one half the measure of arc AE minus the measure of arc BD. So what is angle AFE? That's 80 degrees. One half of arc AE, this is arc AE, X. So that's AEX. So let's write here X minus, this is your arc BD, which is your Y. As you can see, we have this already, right? And we know that we always encountered these equations many times. That if there are fractions, we need to clear the fractions. How do we clear the fractions? We multiply both sides by the least common denominator or LCD. So the denominator of 80 is always 1. Any whole number or any number, the denominator is 1. So the LCD of 80 over 1 and 1 half, your denominator 1 and 2, your LCD is 2. So we multiply this by 2. Multiply this also by 2. If you multiply this by 2, 80 times 2, this is equal to 160 equals, notice that this will be cancelled because 2 over 2 is 1. You only have x minus y. Correct? This is cancelled. So this is now we call this as our equation 1. Okay? Next. Another theorem that we will be using is theorem, this one. I'll use another color. Di ba there are two secants intersecting outside the circle? There are two secants intersecting outside the circle. Correct? And when two secants intersect outside the circle, that's theorem by Theorem 7. That's Theorem 7 of Lesson 3. Correct? Theorem 7. Two secants intersecting outside the circle is Theorem 7. And then, of course, we have the farther arc, and this is your nearer arc, right? Farther arc, and this is the nearer arc. Okay. So by Theorem 7, the measure of angle C is 1 half the measure of the farther arc. So arc AE minus the measure of arc BD. So let's now do it. So measure of angle C. What is the measure of angle C? It's already given. Angle C is 40 degrees. So 40 equals 1 half of arc AE. This is arc AE, which is X. So this is X minus the measure of arc BD. Arc BD, this one is Y. So arc BD is Y. So again, as you can see, same here, same here, we have to multiply by the LCD. So the denominator of 40 is 1. So as you can see, the LCD here is also 2 because we have 1 and 2. So LCD is 2. So 40 times 2, what is 40 times 2? That's 80 equals, so 2 and 2 will be canceled. 2 divided by 2 is 1. That's cancelled. We only have x minus y. So this is x minus y. So this is now your equation 2. So if there are two variables, as you can see, there are two variables here. If there are two variables, we have a system of equations. So equation 1 is x minus y equals 160. And equation 2 is x. The first one I forgot. For theorem 6, we need to, this is addition ha. This is addition, not subtraction. Okay, this is addition. So I forgot, this is addition. Okay, add, add. Therefore, this is plus. So, the first equation is x plus y equals 160. And the second equation is x minus y equals 80. And then we will do the process of elimination method. So you have to eliminate either the value of x or the value of y. So you have to either you add or subtract. So if I am going to add this, y will be cancelled. X plus x, 2x, y plus negative y is cancelled. That's 0 already. And then 160 plus 80, that's 240, correct? Okay. So divide by 2, your x is 120 degrees. So x is 120. So this is 120 degrees. So how do we solve the value of y? To get the value of y, you can use either 1 or 2. So equation 1 and 2 can be used. So we have x plus y equals 160. What is the value of x? 120. So 120 plus y is 160. Y is 160. Transpose 120, that will become negative. So 160 minus 120, this is just 40. Correct? Okay. So therefore, y is 40. This is 40 degrees. And that is the final answer. All right. So what can we learn from this example? So make sure you know the theorems. Okay. So for example, for this one, I forgot that this is mine. This is plus. This is plus. Theorem 6 is plus. Yeah, theorem 6. Theorem 6 is addition yan, no, guys? Addition ang theorem 6. The mesh the measure of angle 1 is the measure of arc AB plus the measure of arc CD. So, i-add natin sila. Okay? When two chords intersect inside the circle, you add. Okay? You add. Okay? That's theorem 6. Okay? Punta tayo dun sa question. Kasi, from time to time, make sure you have the copy of the theorems kasi sometimes especially if you are tired, 'di ba? You will get confused. Malilimutan nyo, addition ba to o subtraction? Okay? So the theorem 6 is addition kasi it's the two chords intersecting inside the circle. Okay, that's addition. Okay? Addition, addition. All right, next. Okay, pause muna tayo for 1 minute. So let us now answer problem number 15. Anna and Mark were asked to find the values of x and y. Of x here, so but the following are their solutions. For Anna, quantity 4 plus 10 times 10 equals x plus 8 times 8. For Mark, quantity 4 plus 10 times 4 equals 8x times 8. So if you examine the two solutions, the solution of Anna is correct by theorem 12 because we have theorem 12 is the whole secant segment, whole multiplied by its external. So the whole is 4 plus 10, external is 10. On the other secant segment, the whole is this one, whole is EC or CE, and the external of that, x plus 8, the external of x plus 8 is only 8. So therefore, Anna is correct by theorem 12 and Mark is incorrect. So we label this as incorrect. All right, next. So let us now answer problem number 17. Secants AC and AE intersect outside the given circle at point A with CE equals 80, arc CE 80. So we can label this arc CE is equal to 80 degrees and arc DE. Where is arc DE? Here. DE is 125. This is 125 degrees. Let's write that here. Then let's now highlight the arc. This is DE, right? 125 and BD is 30 degrees. BD is 30 degrees. All right. So we want to get the measure of angle BFD. So how do we get the measure of angle BFD? So it's basically what? I will give you 1 minute to solve for BFD, angle A, and angle CDE. So you have 1 minute now. Solve it. Let's now solve it. So we have to find the measure of angle BFD. To get the measure of angle BFD, we have to use theorem 6. So theorem 6 is the intersecting chords theorem, this one. And we want to find the measure of angle BFD. So to get the measure of angle BFD is just one half the sum of 30 and 80, correct? So measure of angle BFD is just one half of 110, tama? Measure of angle BFD is 55 degrees. BFD is 55 degrees. So this is 55 degrees. Correct? How about angle A? So this time, how do we get the measure of angle A? So we have this, right? This is your angle A. So this time, this is theorem 7, correct? So by theorem 7, so let's now write here 4.2. By theorem 7, we have measure of angle A is this time when when the two secants intersect outside the circle, by theorem 7, it is just the farther arc minus the nearer arc divided by 2, right? So therefore, measure of the farther arc is CE minus the nearer arc is BD. So it's always the farther arc minus nearer arc divided by 2. So measure of angle A is 1 half of 80 minus 30 divided by 2. So measure of angle A is 1 half of 80 minus 30, 50 divided by 2, 25 degrees. So your angle A is 25 degrees. This is 25 degrees by theorem 7. Next, how about angle CDE? Where is angle CDE? CDE. CDE is this one, right? This is your CDE. What is CDE? CDE is an inscribed angle. So we are very familiar. The given is an inscribed angle. Angle CDE is just one half the measure of what? Intercepted arc. So if this is the angle, the intercepted arc is this one. And the intercepted arc is 80 degrees. So you just have to get one half of the intercepted arc, which is correct, 40 degrees. One half of arc CE, that's one half of arc CE, one half of 80, that's 40 degrees. Okay? So therefore, this is 40 degrees. That's the final answer. That's problem number 17. A piece of string art is made by placing 16 evenly spaced nails around the circumference of a circle. A piece of string is wound from A to B to C to D. What is the measure of angle BXC? All right, 1 minute, begin. All right, so we know that to get angle BXC, we want the measure of arc AD and arc BC. Those are the inscribed arcs or the intercepted arcs. So we have arc BC and arc AB. But in order to get arc AD and arc BC, we have to get first what is the angle measure of each space here. So how big is this minor arc? Very good. Bea, that's 22.5. Each, wait, that's So this is 22.5 degrees, 22.5 degrees, 22.5 degrees, 22.5 degrees, 22.5 degrees, 22.5 degrees. This is also 22.5 degrees, 22.5 degrees. Sir, where did you get 22.5 degrees? Remember, the entire circle is 360 degrees. So one circle is 360 degrees, and then there are 16 spaces, right? There are 16 spaces, 16. So, if you are going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, we have to divide 360 by 16 spaces. Therefore, if you divide this by 16, you will get 22. Each minor arc is, each tiny minor arc or each small minor arc is 22.5 degrees, right? 22.5 degrees. Now, so if you are going to get the measure of arc BC, you just have to add or multiply 22.5. How many small arcs do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6. So it's 22.5 times 6. Correct? And what is 22.5 times 6? You can use your calculator to multiply that. That will give you 135. Very good. So this is 135 degrees. How about arc DA? So arc DA is 845. 22, 22 plus 1, 45. 45 degrees. Oh, we are now ready. So what theorem will be applicable here? In order to get angle BXC, what theorem is the most appropriate to solve angle BXC? Angle BXC is equal to 1/2 the measure of arc AD plus the measure of arc BC by theorem. This is theorem 6, correct? Theorem 6. The intersecting chords theorem, theorem 6. So therefore, correct, that's BXC is 1/2 of 45 plus 135. So measure of angle BXC is anong 45 plus 135? 100, correct? 180. So measure of angle BXC is 1/2 of 180 is 90. This is 90 degrees. Okay? And okay.